so honored and proud to have Madra Jones on the line with me tonight. Madra, how are you?
Great. How are you? I'm kind of nervous.
I know. This is exciting. There's well over 1,000 people on the line with us tonight, listening in and joining us, and they're coming to this call, Madra, to hear from you, to hear your story, to hear this interview, and to hear these stories about how you have succeeded in your business through the salon industry. And for those that are listening, for those that do not know your story and do not know who you are, let's give them a little background. You got started in the salon industry. You got introduced to It Works Global and the Ultimate Body Applicator through your hair salon. So you owned 2 hair salons. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So you owned 2 hair. So a little bit about your background, how you got started with It Works, how you were introduced to the company, and I know that you're also a mom. So you have 3 children, right? Yeah. So how did you get introduced to It Works?
Okay. Was a salon owner. I owned 2 salons in a little bitty town in Missouri. A longtime friend of mine called me up one day and said, I have a great product. I think that you would, do well with it. It is a wrap that firms, tones, tightens the skin, reduces cellulite, reduces stretch marks. It's nutrients for the skin, and I think that you would really like it. I was not. I didn't want to sell it. There's always salespeople calling, your salon and always wanting you to sell something. They think their product's the best, and I told her no. She was persistent. She gave me a couple weeks and called me again, and I finally just told her that if she thought her product was so great, to come and wrap me. And I thought that probably would do it because she lives 4 hours away, and I thought she'll never come here. And about a week later, she walked in my door with a wrap in her hand, and she said, "I'm here to wrap you." And I thought, oh, my Lord. And, I felt bad because, she drove all that way, and so I let her wrap me.
Well, what was that experience like for you, being wrapped for the first time as a salon owner?
I was very intrigued by it because it wasn't your traditional wrap where you spend an hour at the salon and you strip naked and they put you in a room and mummy you up. And most of those wraps, we did all sorts of body wraps. Most of those were, water weight that you use. They would wrap you in the heat blankets and you would lose water weight. And it was a result that, lasted until you basically drank water. So I was really intrigued by it because she just took me in my office and she told me that she would like to wrap my tummy. I stood there. I lifted up my shirt. She placed the applicator on my stomach. And I was, I wasn't a very good prospect because I was sort of perturbed that she was there. But I'm telling you, when she placed the product on my skin, I could not help but ask her questions. And so I started saying, how does it work and what does it do? And she said, let's let the product speak for itself. You will see results. I can tell you a ton of things, that's going to happen to you and what your skin's going to look like, but you won't believe me until you try it. So we waited. She wrapped me. It seriously took like 3 minutes. And she started talking to me about the product and how it could benefit my salon. What was so amazing was, instead of standing in my office, I went out into the salon and we were kind of talking out there, and she actually kind of lifted my shirt up a little bit to get the attention of all of my clients and all of the girls that worked for me. And the second she did that, the entire place, their eyeballs were right on my stomach. Then the chatter started, and they all started asking me what I was doing and what, and so since I had no idea, I said, I don't know. I said, this is some crazy wrap she's trying to get me to buy, and it's supposed to firm up my stomach, and everyone starts talking about, oh my gosh, I just had a baby, and that would be great. And as an owner of a salon, I thought, if this does anything to my skin, I could sell it to everyone that walked in the door, you know?
Yeah. So for you, from that experience, you know, Major, from that experience, first time ever being wrapped in your own hair salon, you know, hanging out with your friend who's wrapped you, introduced you to the product, what was the next step for you after that? What happened after that? How did you become involved with It Works Global? What happened with the sign-on experience?
I actually signed on before I took the wrap off because I believed her. I trusted her. I had heard a few things about it, you know, not a whole lot. She pretty much introduced me to the product. But I jumped in. I said, I want to try this, you know, I want to try to sell this. I want to try to give my customers an add-on service, like while they're getting their hair done or a pedicure, massage, or a facial. I'm an esthetician, and I thought I could wrap everybody that lays on my facial table before they get their facial. And I just saw the potential that it could be. She did tell me that this was a network marketing business, and I was not comfortable with that. I wanted no part of that. I saw the potential of selling this wrap as an add-on service for $25 or $30 and then turning around and retailing it off my shelf. I thought, I am going to get rich, you know, doing this. So that's how it started. So I signed up that day and I bought my kit. I bought the spa pack because I don't do anything, you know, halfway. I had like go all in. So I bought the spa pack because that actually discounts your wraps below wholesale, and the markup is better, and I was going to make more money that way. So I jumped in. She guided me through the enrollment process. It was very simple, and then that's how I started and was doing really well. I bought a salon banner, and I'm serious. I stuck it inside the front door. They had to climb over it to get in. I wrapped all of my staff because I wanted them to talk about it and experience it, and that is basically how I started. Selling it for, you know, an add-on service and retailing it off my shelf.
Major, when did it become a network marketing strategy for you? Because, you know, we're a network marketing company. We do offer the ability to retail, and you know, obviously, you know, salon owners can add the wrap as an add-on treatment. When did that change for you?
You know, she came down and she did a huge party for us, and she just said, hey, I want to come down. I want to help you get going. I want to, you know, get everybody, you know, introduced to this product and everything. That went over really well. I thought, you know, this is all I'm going to do. About 2 months later, she, you know, was just like, gosh, you're doing so good. You're ordering so much product. It's flying off your shelves. Are you happy? And I was like, of course I am, you know. And she said, I just want to let you know that there's a few other ways to make money with this company. Will you please just give me 10 minutes of your time and let me tell you how you can build this business and make more money? I wasn't interested, and she invited me to a boot camp training. It was 4 hours away where she lived, and I decided to go because I am all for continuing education. As a salon owner, we went to hair shows all the time, and I thought, you know what, I will go because I was not confident completely in the wrap as far as what if someone asked me a question, I don't know what to answer. You know, I believed in the product and knew that it worked and was getting repeat business, and people were referring all of their friends to come in. I had people coming in my doors that never graced my salon before at all, and I thought, wow. So I went to this boot camp because I thought I'll go and be on fire for it, you know, for a couple days, and you know, maybe we'll sell some more. I'll come back and teach my staff a few things. But what I learned there was how much money can be made through network marketing. And I learned that if I got other distributors in the area and taught them how I was making money with this product, that I would make money off of them, and it would just snowball and over and over and over. So I went back and I first enrolled a few people that worked for me as distributors. I enrolled those girls that were really pushing the product, and I basically allowed them to have a little sideline business within my salon. And the girls that did not want to be distributors, I still encouraged them to wrap their clients, and I gave them $5 every time they wrapped someone. So that was just an additional $5. I mean, I had a girl that wrapped like 15 people one day, you know, and that was extra cash for her. I would actually go to my drawer and hand her cash for wrapping that day. So it started that way. I started branching out. I started calling other people in the salon industry. At first, I was wanting to hoard this, and I wanted to be the only one in the area to, you know, sell this product. And I realized that I'm going to make a ton more money if I can get other distributors to do this under my direction and training, and the steps to success are so easy with this company. If I could just duplicate that and teach them, I would make a lot more money.
Yeah. And so it's been 2 years for you since you joined. 2 years.
Right.
And you've shot to the top, you know, you're the top percentile in the company, you know, and you're an ambassador diamond. You're doing extremely well. And what's happened to you since you joined It Works? Have you sold both of your salons? Are you out of the business, out of the industry? Are you full-time at Works?
I am full-time at Works. I actually sold my salon 6 months into this business.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
One thing that was appealing was that, yeah, I mean, it still to this day, like, blows my mind that I'm not doing that anymore, because I was a salon owner for like 20 years. I worked at other salons as an esthetician before that. I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would be all in with the network marketing business. It just wasn't a dream of mine. I just never, I think it was just because I was uneducated about the field, you know? And
sure.
You know, I sold my salon 6 months in and have done this ever since. Yeah. And what is so amazing, Kay, is that it's $100, maybe $110 to run this business that I have now. Whereas before I was managing stylists and I was paying $2,500 for rent. I was paying, utility bills and writing out checks, and oh my gosh, like what a headache. But it's all that I knew, and it was a passion of mine, and it still is. But this business has given me more of an income, working less. I can stay home with my 3 kids. I can travel. I can dream, and I don't know. It is just the best business ever for me.
Wow, and you know what? That is extremely inspiring, and inspiring to so many, I'm sure, on multiple levels when you're looking at a business like this. And even from a salon perspective, we put